So, they built another Death Star, right?
Yeah.
Now, the first one they built was completed and fully operational before the rebels destroyed it.
Luke destroyed it. Give credit where it's due.
And the second time, it was still being built when the rebels blew it up.
Compliments of Lando Calrissian.
Something just never sat right with me the second time they destroyed it. I could never put my finger on it. Something just wasn't right.
And you figured it out?
Well, the thing is, the first Death Star was manned by the Imperial Army. Stormtroopers, dignitaries. The only people on board were Imperials.
Basically.
So when they blew it up, no prob, evil is punished.
And the second time around?
The second time around, it wasn't even finished. They were still under construction.
So?
A construction job of that magnitude would require a hell of a lot more manpower than the Imperial Army had to offer. I'll bet there were independent contractors working on that thing. Plumbers, aluminum siders, roofers.
Not just Imperials is what you're getting at.
Exactly. In order to get it built quickly and quietly, they'd hire anybody who could do the job. Do you think the average stormtrooper knows how to install a toilet main? All they know is killing and white uniforms.
Alright, so even if independent contractors are working on the Death Star, why are you uneasy with its destruction?
All those innocent contractors hired to do a job were killed. Casualties of a war they had nothing to do with. Alright, look. You're a roofer, and some juicy government contract comes your way. You got the wife, and kids, and a two-story in suburbia. This is a government contract, which means all sorts of benefits. All of a sudden, these left-wing militants come blasting you with lasers and destroy everything within a 3-mile radius. You didn't ask for that. You have no personal politics. You're just trying to scrape out a living.
Excuse me, I don't mean to interrupt, but what were you guys talking about?
The ending to Return of the Jedi.
My friend is trying to convince me that any contractors working on the uncompleted Death Star were innocent victims and the space station was destroyed by the rebels.
Well, I'm a contractor myself. I'm a roofer. And speaking as a roofer, I can say that a roofer's personal politics come heavily into play when choosing jobs. 3 months ago, I was offered a job up in the hills. A nice house with tons of property. And it was a simple re-shingling job. But I was told that if my contract was finished within a day, my price would be doubled. Then I realized whose house it was.
Whose house was it?
Dominic Bambino's.
Babyface Bambino? The gangster?
The same. The money was right, but the risk was too big. I knew who he was. And based on that, I passed the job on to a friend of mine. Yes, and that week, the Ferchesi family put a hit on Babyface's house. My friend was shot and killed. He wasn't even finished shingling.
No way.
I'm alive because I knew there were risks taking on that particular client. My friend wasn't so lucky. You know, any contractor willing to work on that Death Star knew the risks. If they were killed, it was their own fault. A roofer listens to this, not his wallet.